Alright my friends, my name is Jack and I'm the CEO and founder of shedknives, and today, controlled chaos, that's the topic. So I've got a lot of knives to show off. I also have a lot of shop stuff to show off, specifically the controlled chaos part of the shedknife shop. So before I show you the actual shop part and all that's going on, which it's very different than what you're used to seeing, let me show off these knives. You could say today was a pretty productive day because here are all of the finished 2023 models I am taking home to the home office to get finished up, boxed, and into the mail. A few notable mentions. Okay, Skure Orange Atlas with the new Atlas sheath, some more grommets, a little bit larger sheath. Clicks very nice, fantastic. The Atlases are sold out, so that is the last batch. Then, Conquest, the Dayglow Conquest, one of my favorites, again, in the newly updated sheath, a little bit extra material surrounding it, and just a more organized, or I guess you could say, adjusted grommet pattern, because I still had the same grommets, same amount, 5 of them, but this time they're a little bit more cleaner, you could say, and allow you to open the knife a little bit better. I would do this like I would open the knife up for you, but I am holding the camera with one hand, so I will have to wait for the tripod on that one. Then, bunch of tuatars. These are 2 sheep's foots in coyote tan, but fantastic. Midnight black coyote tan and a rare Tiffany blue G10 tuatar. Fantastic. All that is missing is clips, or I guess I should say are clips, and a box to mail them in. So that is it. But man, nice haul today. Very good. See, when I tell you I get stuff done, I get stuff done. Now, let's go to the shop. This is what I mean by controlled chaos. Let me show you around a little bit. So, the place, in my opinion, is destroyed. This is after about 11 and a half hours. Got the stone wash. Some machines are still on. Moving over to the belt sanders. What do I have in this bucket? Clips. These are all the clips coming home to be assembled. All sorts of grit, sanding belts. And by the way, I'm going to tell you why I'm showing you this part of shedknives. So you just got to watch it first, embrace it, and then I'll tell you why I'm showing this off. This is what I call the Kydex corner. Just a lot of Kydex stuff all over the place here. And you may say I wear boots for traction in here while I work because it gets a little gritty. And then here's my whiteboard for today. This is quote of the day. I figured I would write it on the board so I don't forget. The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. Pretty cool. And then this is the checklist I have for today. This needs to be checked, which actually I can do that right now since I have my marker with me. Keep that in my pocket. There we go. And oh, yep, all the knives have been untaped. Now all I need to do is just get these things in the box and the shipping box as well, and then done. Fantastic. And then before anyone asks, these are some of the languages I am working on. Now I have not moved to Korean yet, but I am learning the rest of these. I would say I'm fluent in English. I have a very good understanding of Spanish, pretty good understanding of Arabic, and German. German is newer, so working on that one. Russian is the newest, so I can say a few words. But anyways, communicate with the world, okay? And then this, figured I'd show that off. Strength through discipline, power through action. Basically means you are strong through disciplined behavior, pretty much. You are strong because you can say no to things that others can't. You can say yes to things others can't. So you're strong through discipline, and then you have power Because you're taking action. Most people don't take action, or at least they don't take enough action. So power through action, strength through discipline, power through action. Boom. Here we go. And last thing about the language part, then I gotta erase that because I wrote down my list that I need. I am a big fan of learning, and specifically learning things that they don't really teach in school. Now, I took quite a few years of Spanish, so that's why I know a lot of Spanish. But anyways, it's definitely something I have a passion for, is learning languages, because of how many people in the world speak more than just English. And there are so many people in the world, so many life stories, so many life advice, so much stuff you can learn from people who don't speak English, but they might speak Spanish, they might speak German, they might speak Russian, they might speak the other three. Okay, fantastic. So I'd also like to travel to these places that speak those languages, because I'm also a fan of learning about what the rest of the world has to offer. Yes, America is great, but the United States of America is a melting pot of all cultures. And I am proud to say I live here. So more stuff going on down here. Again, method to the madness. I'll tell you here in a second, but I just want to get a good look around. If you're new to the channel, this is probably not the best first impression, but I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Here we go, 4:36 in the evening this Saturday. Now this, I gotta say, is pretty cool. This is the first time I'm showing it open. I had the fan on because it's 69 degrees in here. It was 74 earlier. So more stuff. Alright, this concludes my tour. Let me tell you what's going on. Alright, so now that you have seen the shop, post-madness, you could say. Post-madness, post-knife making. I want to show this off because not a lot of knife makers show their shop after a day of progress, after a day of knife making. Now, usually at lunch, I sweep and kind of get the bulk of the items out of the way, but I didn't do that today simply to show what happens in here. And this goes back to my video on why you need a clean shop, because if I kept this, if I kept up all this craziness for another week or 2 weeks, this place would be absolutely crazy. So this is one day. I come into it clean, I leave it clean, but in the meantime, it is chaos. It is chaos. Now, controlled chaos is what I am after, not chaos itself, because when there's chaos in your business, in your life, in your habits, in whatever it is, when there is chaos, it's usually not a good thing, because it's chaos. It's, oh my gosh, disorganized, not disciplined, okay? Now, controlled chaos, it's what I like, because first off, it's exciting. I love exciting things. Why do you think I got into knives? Because pretty exciting. There's always something new. But controlled chaos for shed knives, specifically during production, there's so much going on. Stone washers going on. Kydex is beeping and hissing and yelling and all sorts of stuff to get Kydex sheaths done. Belt sanders are running. And I'm a one-man show. I work it all. I spin many wheels, you could say, or I believe that's the term. You spin many tops. I don't know. I think it's tops. You spin many tops. Maybe you guys can let me know on that one. So why controlled chaos though? Why controlled chaos? Because it is progress. It is fast progress. It's also exciting. You don't get bored. I believe people, specifically young men, should not live boring lives. You need excitement. So I try to bring excitement in as many places as possible in my life, even if it's making knives. And sure, it gets a little gritty. Believe me, I am a little gritty. I can feel it. I can feel the G10 in my arms. I believe it. I can feel it. No problem. But guess what? It does not prevent the progress from happening. And this is just one way of getting stuff done. I know some people, I'll be honest, I used to be this way, where I would take everything like one step at a time, one step, clean up, one step. That consumes way crazy amounts of time, insane amounts of time. So that's kind of how I get things done. And I know as shedknives continues to grow, the controlled chaos will grow even further, and it will be so organized and so methodical that when you see everything in action, people will be like, oh my gosh, what? This guy's crazy. How? It all somehow works together. It's like a moving puzzle, but somehow all the pieces fit together at all times of the day. So anyways, I just figured I would give a little insight to the end of day shedknife shop, because I show it when it's clean, I do my nice videos, I do blah blah blah, but I don't show when I'm actually in the grit. I don't show it. And I figured, at least for me, if I'm going to watch this in like 10 years, if I somehow remember, it may be cool to look at this, and in the meantime, it would be pretty cool for other people to see this, because knife making is not some glamorous like, oh wow, I have the cleanest operation in the world. No. Find me a clean operation. It'll be shedknives, give it a few years, but that will be shedknives. But in the meantime, most businesses who run knives, it's crazy, it's chaos. So I thought I would show this to you. Maybe you enjoyed it, maybe you didn't. Let me know. If you liked the video, hit the like. If you disliked it, great, hit the dislike so I know as well. And I believe that brings me to the end of the video, my friends. I have 2 Atars, shedknives, US Tontos, Conquests, and 2 Atars still available. Those are the only 2023 models left. So awesome. Thank you all very much for your support, your dedication, and just your constant feedback, both positive, primarily positive, and sometimes it's a critique. Hey Jack, could this be better? Hey, blah 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 blah. Just recommendations. I appreciate it all, because that's why we, the shedknives movement, grow so fast, so rapid growth, rapid change, rapid improvement each day, each week, each month. And I just want to end the video with this. Shedknives is moving out on a new war plan. I cannot give many details now, but keep that in the back of your mind. Anyways, hit the subscribe, go to shedknives.com if you like knives, and yeah, that's it. My name is Jack. I make knives. I don't have a knife, but oh yes I do. I make knives, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.